I'm so out.
Okay, it's live.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Us podcast where we
Back.
don't know where the heck we're talking about. Huh?
It's the first one.
Oh, did I say back?
Yeah.
Oh, well, anyways, welcome to the Us podcast, the very first podcast that we, the Us, have. We don't
Haven't
know
made
what
it
the
yet.
heck we're talking about, but here we
Bienvenidos.
go.
So introduce yourself individually.
All right, we'll go in order of importance.
I'm Spencer. I'm the
I'm
bassist.
AJ. I'm AJ. I'm the vocalist and guitarist of the.
What's up? I'm Garrett, also known as 24 Karat Garrett, also known as Big G, also known as G Money, also known as G Unit, also known as he be walking by, he looking so fly like a G6, and I play keyboard and guitar. That good?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Alright, cool.
So
And then last but definitely least is Spencer.
I already introduced myself.
Um, let me start it off with a story.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, I was at work. Did I tell y'all? I didn't tell y'all that. I was yesterday, and I was upstairs because Carrabba's gave us some to-go boxes because
Mm-hmm.
and they gave me my little to-go box, and I took it upstairs to the break. I was on my lunch break, and they were laying people, and I knew this already, but I was upstairs,
Wait, hold on,
and
hold
this
on,
guy
hold on,
walked.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
What?
You're kind of going in and out because of your stupid noise gate.
Okay, let me turn it off. Let me turn it off. Hold on. Where should I restart the whole story? All right, so I'm at work, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm in the break room.
Let's just start the podcast over.
What are you talking about? No, we're in
it's
it.
fine.
We're okay. I'm at work in the break. Guy walks out of the human resources office. I know he just got laid off. He didn't say anything about it though, but and I hear some keys walking down the hallway, and I look back, and it's the big boss. Okay, and he looks at me, and he just waves at me, just like this little single wave, like he was trying to do the Jedi mind trick. So he waves at me, and he leaves, and I'm thinking, why didn't he just call me into the office to talk to me and tell me what was going on? So, anyways, I go back to doing whatever I was doing. And he walks up again and he says, Garrett. I said, yeah. He said, just want to let you know, starting Monday, you'll be getting 40 hours. I said, all right. What I think happened was he forgot my name and he went to check and see what my name was and then come out and talk to me.
Because, you're a man of many names, of which he can't remember.
Well, that's true, but also he almost fired a guy because they were laying off everybody who hasn't worked there for 90 days. And he said, he was talking to this named Kim. He said, since you haven't been here for 90 days, we're going to have to lay you off. He said, hold on, man, I've been here for a year and a half. He said, oh, you're one of the old workers. So I can get laid off.
What if Kenny wasn't there for 90 days?
And he just said that.
Yeah.
But they furloughed him, so he's got a 60-day furlough.
Furlough?
Yeah, so he's not going to be
able.
What
does that mean?
I don't know. It means like everybody who got laid off is going to have to but he will not. He can just walk back in the building after 60 days.
That sounds like fun.
Should I look up what furlough means?
Yeah, you should probably do that.
Leave of absence.
A leave of absence.
So that they just leave.
So what's up, guys? Welcome to the Us podcast. Welcome and
Yes, intro.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the Us podcast. This is the very first the Us podcast. How could you possibly come back? I have no idea.
Should we talk about the name and why we had to change it.
Okay, well, let,
We didn't have to change it.
let's,
We could have
should
kept
we
the name.
get,
Yeah, we
should
could
we,
have.
yes, we had to. We had to.
We could have
Should,
kept it.
so should we tell the story of how we got the name? Yes or no? Or you know what? Let's go through
I don't-
what all of our names were.
My name is Spencer.
Let's just put that.
My
No,
name is
no.
Garrett, also known as 24 Karat Garrett.
I'm talking about the band names. Firstly, me, Spencer, and another guy from middle school
That's
had a
me.
band in middle school. No, it wasn't you.
Oh, Chicken River.
We had a band called Chicken River. Obviously that didn't happen. We
was our
never we met
imaginary band.
our imaginary band.
Because I'd never
We
played
met
an
one
instrument at that
time
point.
at Spencer. Yeah, and I
What
think
you
I was the only
play?
one that did.
Did we meet? I don't remember that.
We just went to your house, and that was it. We ended up playing video games.
So it doesn't count.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Anyways,
then-
okay. Fast
And then
forward.
fast forward.
That was in middle
to-
school? No, that was in... When was that?
That was middle school.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty
Fast
embarrassing.
forward
Okay.
6 years. And then Spencer, the same guy from middle school, and another dude from our hometown decided, hey, they want to make a band.
Something like
And
that.
yeah. And so they started jamming. And then, the name Dole Skies popped out. And then I, Adrian Julian George, also known as AJ.
Also known as... Never mind. Go ahead.
Also known as Skinny Bone Jones, started posting stuff on Snapchat and Instagram. And then I got a little DM from Spanker. Also, that's Spencer.
No, what? No.
And-
What happened was my mom saw you somewhere, and then she talked to you. She told you about my band, and then I was like, I thought to myself, I was like, well, I have to talk to him about it now, because I knew you played guitar, but we were hesitant about inviting you because there's a lot of members already, and Garrett and
Yeah.
Timothy were gonna play guitar, and I just said his name, but
Well, that's fine. You didn't say anything bad about him.
and then yeah, I talked to you and you sent me those videos and we were like, okay, yeah, we'll invite him.
We were at Puppy Palooza at that... Well,
Yeah.
Spencer.
Yeah.
And he sent that video of him playing and singing because I was like, can he sing and play at the same time? And AJ was like, yeah. Then I told you to ask him if he knew scales. And he said no. But he does now, though. Good job, AJ.
I did. I learned them.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
All of them.
Not all of them. I know a good bit.
And then, continue the story, AJ. from that
And
point.
then you're like, the Timothy and Dalton decided to go on their own way, and we were left with the name Dole Skies. I wouldn't say stuck. It was more of like we just had it because that was the name. But we were like, well, no, we kind of need a name change. What shall that name be? And so Garrett met this lovely. Her name happened to be Laporte. And
I forgot about that part. Yeah.
and
And I said as a
that was
joke.
her name. Yeah, as a joke, Portia, and then me and Spencer were like, "Whoa, that actually," and that name stuck with us for a good 2 days. And then we were having a conversation, as you do, and then the word "trip sitters" was thrown out there, and then we were like, "Whoa, that sounds really cool."
Well, actually, no. What
No, it
happened
took
was
a long time for us to
Yeah,
accept it.
everybody was asking what our name was, and you guys just said the Trip Sitters because you guys were hesitant on it.
Because
Yeah.
I thought it made it sound like a psychedelic band,
And
Yeah.
it does.
Which
It does very much so.
which I'd be fine with that. But we're not.
But no, it was a cool name.
Yeah. And so that was our name for a while. I'd say like a good like solid. What was it?
Probably
How
like
long has it
a
been? 5
year.
a year?
It was
It's
a
been that
long
long.
time.
No, yeah, it was over a year because I think we started putting stuff on Instagram in February.
Wow.
last
Okay.
year.
Yeah. And so that was our name. And about like 6 months later, I happened to be on the old Spotify and come across this band. This band named the Trip Sitter.
They're not called.
Actually, it wasn't the Trip Sitter. It was
It
Trip
was just
Sitters.
Trip Sitter.
And then in my brain, I was like, "Wow, this is probably the most defeated I've ever felt." Because now I know this is going to be a problem. So another 6 months goes by, and then we're like, actually, let's talk about. I told you guys about Trip Sitters, and then you guys were
Well,
like,
I thought you were
well,
talking about because there's two bands. There's one called Trip Sitter with a space
Yeah.
in between the two words, and then I didn't know about the other one.
Trip Sitters,
Yeah, until
which
recently.
essentially is the same name.
Yeah,
And so
I mean,
I told
it
you guys, and
is.
we were like, we'll just see what happens. In hindsight, we probably should have changed our name sooner. So we just wrote it out, and then one day, good old Spanky over there
That's
decided,
Spencer.
yeah, the Spencer brother, decided he was
Spencer,
going
introduce
to,
yourself.
Hey, I'm Spencer.
yeah,
I play
go
the
ahead.
bass guitar.
Also
Among
known
other
as,
things.
what?
The
One
Taskmaster.
Superfly 6.
The Taskmaster. Anyways, so Spanker decided to DM them one day, which was like a couple weeks ago, or I think a week ago now, something. And they said, "Don't use that name."
Well, they
But they
said
were
they
very,
would prefer if we didn't.
yeah, they
Prefer
were
if we
very
didn't,
kind
but
about
they
it.
couldn't tell us what to do.
Yes, they're very kind, but we just decided it would be easier
Change
and
the name.
yeah, less. There'd be less problems down the road if we just
So we
changed the name.
decided to change it to the United States.
No, we changed it to the us. Spencer came up with the idea after just throwing names out there random, and
Yeah.
and then I was like, "Whoa, kind of like that."
Well, Garrett
Yeah.
said we need the. He said
I said a name that starts with the is very
Yeah,
and
and
then
then Spencer put the us, and that was all she. Not
Spencer's a
to
guy.
be confused with the us, as in the U.S., as in the United States.
yeah. Although there has been some confusion.
There has, but I feel like that
That guy from Saganda. That guy from Saganda.
that guy from Saganda, oh, he knew what he was. I did.
He knew what he was doing. I caught him. He thought he was gonna
He
get
caught him
me.
real. And that's the story of our name. It was along an arduous process. But there we go. We are the us.
I wish
The
that
us
guy.
are us.
I wish that guy was from a real country, and then I would have helped him, and we would have
You
looked
would
really
have.
good.
You would. You would.
Okay.
Oh, whoa! You would have done it just to look good, not out of the kindness of your heart, Spencer.
Well, it would have been both.
Oh my!
But yeah, but
So now
he turns out
we put our first song
from
out.
Saganda, which Garrett thinks is a real country.
No.
It's not.
What happened when y'all were texting about that? I think I was.
He said.
I wake up often.
He
I
said.
know. I saw.
You are the United States.
I saw
I thought he was asking if we were from the United States.
Yeah.
So I said yes. And then it all went down that hill from there. He said he was from Saganda, and then I caught him out on his joke. And I said, Sagandese. And
Yeah.
I finished the joke before he could say it. I didn't say nuts. I didn't feel like typing nuts. I felt that was inappropriate. Uh, and then he just said yes. And that was it. Because what else
That's
could he
it.
say after that point? He got destroyed.
That was great. You checkmate. There you go. Bing bada boom.
So we put out a song,
We
and
put out a song.
that's, I think this whole thing we're doing here, this podcast, should be done after events. You know what I mean? Like big events.
Big events. Our first song. Big boom. Bang.
'Cause, it's not something we should do like every week or something like that. Just after big events.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Are we keeping
Yeah.
this in?
No.
No, we can keep it in. It's fine. A little behind the
Yes.
scenes
We can put
process.
it in. A little behind the scenes. A little BTS.
Hey, man.
Not to be confused with BTS. Also known as BTS.
Whatever that stands for.
But yeah, we put out a new song. We're working on a lot of new songs right now. I think we're gonna come out with a new single, which would be it'll be coming out soon. I think that should just be released as
I don't know if it'll be soon.
it's gonna be soon.
I don't know if it'll be soon.
Well, depending on my feelings for what Spencer is writing for it, and also this Corona. By the way, we're in Corona. This is Corona. This will be now. This whole period will now go down in history as the Corona period.
Yeah, but we can't practice because it's illegal. We can't leave.
It's
the
illegal to
house.
practice social distancing. You better stay inside.
You can only leave the house to go to work, get groceries, and see your family. Which I think see your family should be not
Oh.
allowed.
See your family for assistance or something if they need assistance.
Yes, it's talking about like elderly folk.
Okay. Well, I thought it was just casual trips. I was like, that shouldn't be allowed.
No.
Dude,
Well,
people
people
at
are
work-
using it as that, but
Everybody at work is like wearing those masks, but I mean, they come to work with the masks, and then like 20 minutes into the day, decide to leave it on their chin and leave themselves exposed. So it's like, what's the?
well, the masks don't really protect you from anything at all.
They do.
They do. That was a lie. That the CDC
That was a lie?
was telling us. They
I have been bamboozled.
The only reason they told us that was because they didn't think that we'd have enough masks for everyone. But turns out masks do help. But I've also heard that they don't help if you have a beard.
But they definitely don't help if you just wear them around your face and not.
Yeah.
And they definitely don't help if you don't wear them at all. So wear your masks, people.
Oh my God.
But I have a
To
beard.
all the thousands of people listening to this podcast at the moment. No,
Man.
but thank you to the 2 or 3 people that are. We really appreciate
Yeah,
you.
me and Spencer.
I'm sorry to have gone. I'm sorry to have gone so far into the podcast without thanking you. Thank you for joining us. You know what, Garrett?
So
Yeah, you have a face for radio.
thanks.
And I know Spencer said that earlier, but man, it's just gorgeous,
Thanks.
gorgeous.
Last night
Thanks.
I watched The Phantom Menace. What do you guys think about that
So-
movie?
So long.
It's a movie.
I like that movie. Wait, that's not true. I like the last fight. I like Darth Maul.
Honestly, I loved all of it, and I think
I-
if Watto, Watto,
Mhm.
if Watto didn't have Anakin as like a slave, we'd be looking at him as a beloved Star Wars character. Like he's got like a kind of,
He is a beloved.
he's got like kind
He
of
is a beloved Star Wars character.
he's got like a Mr. Krabs kind of greedy charm to him, and so if Anakin wasn't his slave and he didn't like beat him, it'd be better. But no, that movie's not
Can we
bad.
just
Jar
can we
Jar's not
just
that
can we
bad.
talk? Can we just talk about how nobody remembers the fact that Liam Neeson played Qui-Gon?
I remember.
I remember. It
It's so
doesn't
strange. Nobody ever talks about that. Probably
Um,
because he dies in the first part of the
movie,
film.
and also he has that long hair and that like beard, so it like kind of doesn't look like him.
But it looks so cool. I remember watching that kid as a movie. I remember watching that movie as a kid, and then being like, "Wow, why'd they kill off the coolest character?"
what do you mean already? He dies at like the end of the.
Yeah, but it's the first movie.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, he could have been so freaking cool.
Yeah, give us.
And then they come over with Obi-Wan Kenobi and his little Jedi braid. Oh god, I think that's the worst character design I've ever seen. It's not a cartoon, but he just looks so ugly in that film. I like him with his like Justin Bieber hair.
No, he's a total snack.
Who, Obi-Wan?
No,
Obi-Wan wants a snack
Obi-Wan
through.
looks so
No,
dumb in
well,
that
no,
movie.
Obi-Wan's hair in that movie is like from
Atrocious.
the front it looks like a normal haircut, and then in the back there's like a ponytail.
Well, other than that, he's edible.
That's the Jedi braid or the Padawan braid or whatever. Because Anakin has one as well. But Anakin looks cool because he has wavy hair, but Obi-Wan's hair is just like straight. It looks so strange.
Yeah, they use that like force speed. You know what I'm talking about?
When?
Yes.
At the beginning when they're the Droidekas come up. So
Yeah.
they're gonna go have negotiations with those
Yeah.
Chinese aliens that are in the movie way too much, and the Droidekas come up, and they're going to attack them, and it's a stalemate because they're blocking all the Droidekas' attacks, but they can't get through because the Droidekas have a shield.
Yes, of course, of course, of course.
So they're like, it's a stalemate. We got to get out of here, and they use like force speed, and they get out of there like they're like the Flash.
I don't remember. I just
They-
remember them like
They
blocking all
do.
the shots.
It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, and it's like no one ever uses that again.
Yeah,
That would be
that's what I was
pretty
saying. I've
useful.
never seen it come up.
All right, we sound like nerds.
It's because we are. We are big nerds.
Well, Obi-Wan
I'm
could
not a
have
nerd. I'm
used.
a rock.
Well, Obi-Wan could have used force speed to get through those freaking shields to fight Darth Maul, so Qui-Gon wouldn't have
Yeah.
died.
I was about to say the same thing.
Would you want to use force speed to run towards a dude that looked like Darth Maul? That dude's scary, man.
But you're a Jedi.
Nah.
Not only that, but you're a Jedi who also has
Yeah,
a better Jedi at your side.
if I'm a Jedi, I'm invincible. I am the best.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of myself.
You know,
Also-
Spencer, you kind of look like a young Jedi.
Spencer, you're a young Jedi.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then at the
Don't
end,
don't don't let that slip to your head.
Yoda says, where there's one Sith, there's always another. Like he says something like, "There's always two, no more, no less." Which
Well, that's the rule of two.
but that's not true.
What do you mean? It's not true.
Well, like Darth Maul's dead. Like they say like a master and apprentice, right? Like there's always
Yeah.
two, but you know Darth
Oh,
Maul's
but they're
dead.
still counting.
So
Wait, when
Dooku, so if Dooku was there the whole time, then there was three,
And that made it 3.
which is more.
Also, Darth Maul didn't die. He's alive.
Yeah.
Which they thought he was dead though.
Yeah, but
That's
he's no
true.
longer Sith after
Which
makes himself legs.
it's pretty stupid that he lived.
Alright.
He's like
Yeah,
cut in
Star
half.
Wars.
He like hits his head on that thing.
Yeah. I don't know how they explained their way out.
Does Grievous count?
No.
Grievous does not count, but he has a really cool character. Besides the fact that he sucks.
Yeah, he gets destroyed by everybody he fights. But
Right. Have you ever seen the Clone Wars?
no.
There's an episode where Grievous is in this mass ship, and he's trying to take out a fleet. I think Anakin's peoples. And it's so crazy because like they have their entire ship, and then the people come around, Anakin's people, they destroy it somehow, and then they throw a missile into the control bay or whatever you would call it, the captain's quarters, and the entire ship blows up. But Grievous manages to leave, and then he has to answer to, I believe it was Emperor Palpatine, but I can't remember at the I'm like, dude, you have a giant ship. You really couldn't just like kill 7 ships that he's. But then you're talking about Anakin, the best darn pilot in the galaxy.
We're talking about Star Wars.
What does that matter? Star Wars is awesome.
We're talking about the Star Wars that nobody knows.
This is true. Yeah, we did. We're nerds.
Okay.
No, I'm not a nerd. I'm a rock star.
So how's y'all's day going?
It's going pretty well at the moment.
It's going on.
I woke up, I
Yeah.
walked over here, I started recording this podcast. That's all I've done. And yeah, so pretty crappy day so far, honestly. I'd rather be asleep.
You'd
What
rather
about
be
you?
asleep than making content for the wonderful people to enjoy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. That's valid.
Since I can't sleep anymore for some reason.
Because it's the Rona, man. It's the staying inside. Now that we've got nothing to do.
Yeah, I can't
And,
go outside and go out to places and tucker myself out, you know what I mean? So
Well, you can go outside and play. You can play in your.
once you exercise, you know what, Spencer? I'm giving you a goal.
No, thank
We
you.
get back together again. Yes, you're gonna. Well, you're not gonna do it, but I'll give you a goal. That way, you always have. You're gonna work out. You're gonna work out. You do 20 push-ups, 30 sit-ups, and 20 squats every day. And then when you come back, you're gonna be a buff boy. You're gonna be a thick boy.
Well,
I don't know, I think I'm
yeah.
maybe
Cue the
Maybe
Anthony
Garrett should do it.
Tell me I should do it, and I'll tell you why not.
Hey, Garrett, you should do.
Okay, let me tell you why.
Okay,
Girls
go ahead.
like studies have shown. All right.
All right, let me just go ahead and tell you where you messed up.
Listen.
First of all, the study has shown.
All right, well, not studies, but I watched a YouTube video one time.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, that is worse.
It was this guy. Well, listen. This guy went up to
Studies
two
have
girls.
shown that girls like that.
Yeah. So he would ask the girls, 2 girls at a time, you like a ripped dude or a dad bod? And they say, I like a dad bod, so I'm gonna keep the dad.
Those videos any like advice on girls video on YouTube is like awful. It's like the worst advice. Like that,
Yes.
like the guy with the blueberries.
That's not
Oh,
even
yeah.
real, man. Come on.
Come on, no, look at him. He's
I mean,
totally, he's a guy that would
I
say
know,
something
I-
like that.
Yeah, he's serious, but that's like,
It's pretty. And then that one guy who's like giving that like seminar or whatever. Have you ever seen him where he's like at a bar, and like this girl's there with him, and he's like bothering her, and he's like asking her
No.
stupid questions. He asks her, "Would you rather have OCD or like ADHD?"
AIDS.
Right?
Oh.
And she goes, "That's a weird question. I don't want to answer." And he goes, "Why don't you want to answer? Why don't you want to answer? How's that a weird question?" And he's like, the advice he's giving, he's like, "You've got to press her. You've got to keep going." And she says, "Cause I think you're a psycho." And he says, "Now here's the strategy. Now if a girl says that you're a psycho, act on that. Play with that a little bit. Ask her, what kind of psycho do you think I am?" Which, that might be the worst advice I've ever heard in my life.
Sounds solid to me.
And then
Because because if the cops come to you and say, "We think you're a murderer," and then you go, "But what kind of murder?" I don't think that's gonna help your case in any cause.
and then like there's one video that had it was some guy, it was like questions you should ask on like a date, and he said that you should ask them.
Are you watching these?
I'm watching that one. I'm watching that Moist Critical,
Okay, gotcha.
and and the question.
Spencer, have you used any of these tactics?
No, especially not the one I'm about to say. The question he said to ask them was, "What was your first sexual thought?"
Wow, as if that's not very intrusive.
That would be another question that would get you the psycho, and then you could play with that a little bit. What kind of
You
psycho
can play
am
with
I?
But what do you think? What kind of maniac do you think I am? Think I'm a killer? Do you think I'm just cuckoo for cocoa? By the way, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs or Cocoa Puffs are one of the greatest cereals.
I prefer Cocoa Pebble.
I like Cocoa Pebbles. They get soggy
Well, yeah,
and you eat them really fast.
But I like Fruity Pebbles.
Same thing with Fruity Pebbles. I will say milk after.
You don't like Fruity
Yes.
Pebbles?
I love Fruity Pebbles, but I would prefer something more solid. You know what I'm saying? Like Cocoa Pebbles are to Cocoa Puffs as Fruity Pebbles are to Tricks.
Tricks? Not at all. Tricks are not good.
Tricks are great.
They're not Fruity Pebbles.
Sorry, wrong cereal. But yeah, I love Tricks. Not over Fruity Pebbles, but like if I had a choice, I'd probably pick Tricks.
So Tricks over Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but I like old Tricks where they were like shapes. This new Tricks where they're just balls is kind
What old Tricks? What are you talking?
You don't remember that?
No, what is old Tricks? I thought they were always balls.
I thought they were always
No, there was
balls.
they're like flowers and stuff.
Tricks is the one with the
But not
rabbit, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay, so at this point we are 34 minutes in. It's 11:52 in the morning. I want to be back in bed.
So cry about it a little bit.
By 12.
So we have 8 minutes.
Yeah.
I think we should probably close out the podcast now, and we should just announce what we've got going on.
All right, guys, this has been Garrett Walters.
Spencer Ward.
I play.
She plays bass. This is Adrian Jelangels, the vocalist and guitarist. I've outsaid the Trip Sitters. We
Of the
are not.
United States of
We are
America.
the new name is very fresh, right?
Not confusing at all. But
Mhm.
yeah. So we got our song out. It's called It's called was In the Jungle, The Lion Sleeps Tonight.
It is not called that, and it does not sound like that.
Let's get the jury out on that, okay? The freaking people saying that we have plagiarized that stupid Lion King song.
Not a stupid song. I enjoy it thoroughly. Do I listen to
Anyways.
it often? No.
Okay. Anyway.
Anyway, that stupid song, it's not true, and it doesn't sound anything like that.
It does not sound anything like that. And neither does the instrumentation, so I have no idea what they're talking
And if you comment about that again, I will attack you personally, despite AJ's warnings.
The disclaimer, this is not, he's joking. He's not going to do
And considering Spencer is joking right now, if you comment that, I will personally attack.
Yeah.
And
Seriously.
Garrett is also joking. You know what we should have talked about? We should have talked about the new album. The new album.
The what album? The Strokes?
Yeah.
I haven't listened to it.
You haven't listened to it yet?
I didn't even know it was rude.
Well, we'll get Garrett
Well,
on
it's a
that.
good album.
Well, I showed you that one song that has the.
Yeah,
I never
yeah,
showed
yeah.
you the video. The video's really cool. It's got
Which,
like
which one did you show?
At the Door.
Okay, yeah.
Have you seen the video for that one? It's really cool. It's got like
I have not seen the video.
it's got like 2D, like classic, like Disney style animation. It's really cool. But yeah, we got our song. It's called Canvas in the Sky. You can buy it on iTunes. You want to lead with that one first because that's how you make the most money. And then
Right.
you can listen to it on YouTube. You can listen to it on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Google
Pandora.
Play. No, not Pandora yet.
Wait, oh, okay, never mind.
What else? It'll take like a couple weeks to get on Pandora. Amazon. You can make a TikTok with it. You can
Wait, say that again?
you can make a TikTok with it.
Wait,
There you go.
one more time. What was it?
You can make a TikTok with it.
Oh, you can make a TikTok with it?
That's sick.
I checked. You can put
Oh,
it
that-
on
yeah.
You can put it on Instagram.
But just know, if you make a
stories.
TikTok with it, I will personally attack you. And
Again, he's just
Then what else?
we'll see.
Is it on anything else? It's on iHeartRadio. There we go.
yeah. I think we just about covered our bases. If you look
That's
up Canvas in the Sky, there's gonna be 2 videos that pop up on YouTube. One is under our YouTube channel, The Us, and the other will be a topic channel, which is a YouTube curated channel. And then
Yeah, that's it.
So there you go. More stuff will come whenever it becomes legal to practice again. But until then,
Yes.
this is The Us. I am Spencer. I play the bass guitar. Who are you people?
I'm AJ. I play rhythm guitar, and I also do.
I play. I mean, my name is Garrett, and I play better guitar and keyboard.
uh,
All right.
All right. Goodbye.